Ladies and gentlemen, in today's video, we are going over the best settings, Windows settings, graphics settings to improve your FPS / frames in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. The game has just officially dropped, and I just want to give you guys a better performing game. So stay tuned and let's get right into it, baby. Woo! Before we do hop into this video, I do want to say that this video is pertaining to PC folks only. If you're a PC user, PC player, if you're on console, this video does not pertain to you because you can't really change your graphics settings, things like that. So PC folks, if you guys are here to improve your FPS frames in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, I'm here to help. All right, so I got two PCs right now, and basically I do this on all my PCs if I ever wanted to perform, better for games, things like that. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into our graphics settings. Now at the bottom you can find a search bar and just type in graphics settings, you know what I'm saying, or you can just type in graphic, it'll probably pop up at the top. All right, so boom. So first thing, what I like to do is at the top, I usually turn on the reduced latency and improve performance, the heart rate accelerated GPU scheduling. I turn that on. If you have it off, some PCs it actually does help, and some PCs it doesn't help much. So please test it out with your PC. For my PC, having it on definitely helps for my PC. All right, now another thing that I like to do, I'm not sure if anybody else does this or not, but the graphics performance preference, if you guys are able to add an app on there, by all means add Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 on there, right? So what you would do, you will click browse and find out wherever your Call of Duty is saved at, wherever hard drive, wherever the case may be. Mine is on my my external hard drive over here. Steam library, Steam apps, I have it on Steam. Common, and then we're gonna go with Call of Duty HQ. This is where Modern Warfare 2 is as called Call of Duty HQ. And then you're gonna pick the actual app itself, cod.exe. Click that and you add it to the list. Mine's already on there, so of course it's gonna tell me that. But once you do have it on there, you can add the launcher on there as well. Once you do have it on there, click it and you're gonna set it to high performance. Make sure everything is like set to high performance, okay? Right here, if you click options, it has power saving, let Windows aside, always have it at high performance. It's gonna help your game perform better, bro. You know what I mean? Second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over to the search bar once again. We're gonna type in game mode. At the top, game mode settings, let that load up. Now, what I like to do is like to turn on game mode because it basically puts your PC in game mode. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have two PCs. This was my streaming one, and this one right here is my gaming one. So on my gaming one, I always have the game mode turned on, and it just gives me a better experience. So if you have it off, try turning it on. It might help you out. Now, next thing, we're gonna go over here on the left where it says Xbox game bar. What you're gonna do is turn that off, my boy. If you got this thing turned on, turn this thing off, my boy. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna save you a lot of performance issues, things like that. Xbox game bar, don't really need it because you're playing most of your games with probably Steam, Battle.net, and this is Modern Warfare 2, so it's either Battle.net or Steam. I'm not gonna use Xbox for it, so just go ahead and turn it off, my boy. Now the next settings we're gonna go into, we're gonna go back to our search bar, and then we're gonna go to power and sleep settings. Now once you can type it in, but we're going to power and sleep settings, and on the right over here where it says related settings, we're going to do additional power settings. Now another way you can get to the same exact menu is just go to your control panel and then look for all control panel options and then power options, you know what I mean? So once you get to the screen here, I have mine set on high performance. Basically, it's self-explanatory. If you want to balance more energy and if you want your games to perform better, I definitely recommend putting it on high performance. And there are definitely some additional plans. These plans I've never really tested, and I'm honestly really scared. I'm not gonna cap, I never tested it, but I'm really scared. But I promise you, one day I'll definitely test it out and give you guys an updated video on how it works for Modern Warfare 2. But for right now, I have mine on high performance. But if you do have any additional plans, which are like I said, I have AMD Ryzen, high performance, balance, power saver. If you got something else, maybe like a ultimate or ultra high performance setting like that, I definitely recommend putting it on. But I have mine on high performance. This is what I rock with on mine, baby. Now the next thing we're going to get into is the task manager. We're going to change some startup programs. So what you're going to do, you can either type it in the search bar, just type in task manager, or you can press Control Alt and Delete, and it'll bring up this menu right here that you see right now. You just go to the task manager. All right. Now once you do that, you're going to go over here to the top where it says startup. Click that. And basically what you're going to do is disable any program that may start up the same time like when you start up the PC. All these programs are going to start up with your PC, and some of them have like a high effect of how your PC is going to perform for the whole day, you know what I mean? So I like to disable anything that I just don't want it to start up, like, as soon as I start my PC up, like This one has like a high startup impact. We're going to disable that. Canva, just go ahead and disable that. You know, there's a lot of things you can disable. Some stuff I don't even know what it is, so I don't even disable it. I just let it rock. No cap. Dropbox, Elgato, Google, Gas Station, anything that you feel like is not needed to, you know, start up your PC with. You can just go to a program and double click it and it'll start up on your own. I definitely recommend that instead of having a whole bunch of apps start up as your PC starts up. It has a big impact on your PC. All right, but like I said, go ahead and disable a whole bunch of apps and you should be good to go. Now the next thing we're going to get into is the NVIDIA control panel. Now what you're going to do is you're just going to right click, go to NVIDIA control panel, or right, you can go down here to the bottom right, click the arrow and the NVIDIA GeForce. You're gonna right click it and you're just gonna be right there at the top, the video control panel. I don't know if you guys see that. You guys should be able to see that. Yeah. Once you get to this menu right here, we're gonna go all the way to the top, adjust image settings with preview. What you're gonna choose is use the advanced 3D image settings. All right, best option I can give you. Then once you do that, we're gonna go over to the manage 3D settings. And what I want you to do is copy everything that you see right here. All these options, just scroll down. You guys can rewind it, screenshot it, screen record it, whatever the case may be. Just make sure you guys copy it to the T. You know what I'm saying? Copy that to the T. Those are the best 3D settings I can give you guys. Now, once you finish copying out whatever, we're going to go to the resolution. Yeah, we're going to go to change resolution, which is under display on the left. Now, depending on whatever monitor you got, you're going to have to put your refresh rate to whatever the highest. If you have like a 240 hertz monitor, put it on that. I have a 144 hertz monitor, so I always have my refresh rate at the highest, which is 144. And also, if you don't see 144 or 100, 120 or anything like that, just set it like 60 maybe. It's probably because you're on Ultra HD, HD, SD, wherever these options are up here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna scroll down to PC and you're gonna pick whatever, you know, size you want. I got 1920 by 1080 because that's my monitor is recommended, all that good stuff. All right, so and then also what you're gonna do, you're gonna scroll down where it says apply the following settings. If you're on the use default color settings, I'm gonna help you out. Just go to use NVIDIA color settings and then copy these same settings like that. I'm pretty sure all this is default except for the output dynamic range. It might be on limited. Just make sure you got that on full. All right. Then make sure you guys apply the settings. All right. Apply those settings, my way. Now, what we're gonna do is go to adjust desktop color settings on the left. Now, if there's anybody out there that uses filters like you're on your NVIDIA graphics card, if you use filters really tank your FPS, bro. They truly do. Now here's an alternative to give you more color and more vibrance to your game, so you can, you know, see people a little further away, whatever case may be. Now you're going to choose your monitor, and then you're going to come down here to, if you want more, you know, more color, more vibrance, whatever, you're going to change the digital vibrance. See how it's changing the wallpaper in the back? That's all you're going to do. You're going to come over here and change the digital vibrance. I'm going to put mine at 65, it's fine. And you put your brightness at 55. Contrast to 50. I got my gamma on 1.22 as well, but by all means, please choose something that you're comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? My colors might be too much for you, or maybe not be enough. You know what I'm saying? So choose something that you're comfortable with, and definitely don't rely on your NVIDIA filters, bro, because the filters 100% tank your FPS, bro. They tank your frames. I'm telling you, my boy. But nonetheless, that is the desktop color settings that we got for you guys. Like I said, make sure you guys apply the settings. Okay. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to adjust desktop size and position. So you're gonna choose your monitor, and on number 2 it says apply the following settings. Make sure you put no scaling. All right, no scaling. Form scaling on display, and then at the bottom you'll scroll down. Make sure you got the right refresh rate and resolution for your monitor. All right, like I said, I have a 144 hertz monitor, so I got that for my refresh rate, and for the resolution 1920 by 1080. All right, and also for G-Sync, I personally don't use G-Sync, but if you guys want to use G-Sync, it's definitely not a bad choice. I believe G-Sync, it's like a little bit of a latency, you know, whenever you use G-Sync, but it's definitely not a bad, it's not a bad option to have one. But I have mine off, so if you guys want to copy everything that I got, for sure, by all means, do the thing, you know what I'm saying? But I have mine off, and yeah. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to video, where it says adjust video color settings. You're going to go there and you're going to click your monitor. I don't really mess with the Elgato settings, because I think Elgato has like a whole separate program for that, so I don't really mess with my Elgato settings. So like I said, pick your monitor. And how do you make color adjustments? We're going to go with NVIDIA settings. Once you do that, you might start you off here, go to advanced, and put your dynamic range to full. It might be on limited by default, but make sure you guys have that on full. All right, now we're gonna go hop into the game, and I'm gonna show you guys the best graphic settings to give you guys the best possible performance without giving you a crappy look. You know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. Let's get into it. All right, y'all boys. So now we are on the game monitor 2, and we're gonna show you guys the graphic settings that can possibly give you guys to help you boost your FPS and help your game perform a little smoother. All right. Now, if you're on like a low end PC, you know your PC isn't all that great and stuff like that, I'll definitely recommend off rip put everything on low or like off. Honestly, if you're not on that good of a PC, but if you're on like, you know, a high-end PC, you pay good money for your PC, you take care of it, then you can cut it a little slack. But here are the settings that I've got. Display mode full screen off rip. Always put it on full screen. That gives you the most frames I could possibly give you, because you know it prioritizes your game. All right, display monitor. I have an Asus monitor, so make sure you put it on whatever monitor you're playing on. Display adapter. I got my GeForce RTX 3060. Screen refresh rate, like I said, I have a 144 hertz monitor, but whatever the highest is on your screen refresh rate, if you guys have a 240 or something like that, make sure it's on that, or you have it on auto, and it should be able to sort it out. Display resolution 1920 by 1080. Dynamic resolution, we have that on off. Make sure you guys get that off. Aspect ratio, have it automatic. VSync for menu and gameplay, have both of those off. You do not want to play with VSync on, my boy. I'm telling you that. Custom frame rate limit, I have it on custom. I know some people run unlimited. If you got a crazy PC, you know it can handle all that, by all means go for it. But I like to keep mine on custom, because for one, if it goes over, like I said, I have a 144 hertz monitor, so if it goes over like 144 frames, it's like I'm basically it's not doing much. You know what I'm saying? It's going to end up skipping, because the monitor can't keep up with the gameplay because it's moving too fast, but it's going to start skipping. But in order for me to prevent that, I always keep the gameplay custom frame rate limit to 144, which is basically my monitor's refresh rate. Now, or you can put it maybe like 3 down, put it to, I don't know, freaking 142. Just don't have it all the way up to 144. I just usually have mine all on 144. But if you want to put it down a little bit lower to keep it from, you know, skipping or anything like that, then we put it down like 3 more notches. Menu custom frame rate, I have it on 60, and then out of focus custom frame rate. Basically what that is, that's like if you tabbed out the game or something like that. I just have it running at 30. 60 is just, you know, maybe like a console frame rate. 60 is definitely not bad to have on that at all, but I always keep mine on custom. Display, again, we have that on 2.2 sRGB. Brightness is really completely up to you. Whatever you want to change your brightness to, by all means change it, but brightness is up to you. Focus mode, we have that on off. Now up here, we're going to go over here to the quality settings. Now pay attention to these settings, bro. Now quality preset on custom, because I've been messing with it. Render resolution, I have it on 1920 by 1080. Make sure this is always on 100, not 50, not 70, not 20, not 10, 100, not 200, not 500, not 700, 100. Okay, 100. All right. Make sure it's on 100. Upscaling, sharpening, I have the off. Anti-aliasing, I have it on Filmic SMA 2 T2X. Basically, what this is going to reduce the jagged edges on the image of your game. You can see it on the right. It gives you like all the information, thing like that, and it has a medium effect on your GPU. Now, I'm a content creator. If you guys are maybe like a pro player, you're all about the gameplay. Don't get me wrong, I'm about the gameplay too. But you know, you're a pro player, you're about the gameplay. I mean, maybe you don't play, you don't make content like I do. And if you don't care about the jagged edges, put it on SMA. That's definitely going to give you more frames, but your image is just going to look a little worse. All the jagged edges going to look real. It's going to look real rough. You know what I mean? So I didn't want all the rough looking, so I just put it on Filmic and it kept it on that. Now, anti-aliasing quality, I have that on low. If you want, put on normal. But if you're on like a low end PC, like I said, put all this stuff on low, guys. I'm telling you. But normal and low are definitely the two options that I can give you. I'm rocking mine on low right now. Video memory scale, I haven't even touched that. I just kept it on 85. I'm pretty sure that's the default. Texture resolution, now this has a high effect on your VRAM and medium effect on your CPU. So this is something that's very crucial. If you have like I said, if you have a low end PC, probably very low or normal. As you see at the bottom right, whenever I go through this stuff, look how much that bar moves. If you get that bar like a little further over here to where it says max, your game's gonna be running like it's gonna be running very slow. You're putting a lot of stress on your PC. So by all means, 100%, make sure you guys rock it on low or normal. I'm gonna keep mine on normal. Like I said, I'm a content creator. I don't want everything looking crazy, you know. Texture, filter, anastrophic, we got that on low. nearby level of detail, low, distant level of detail, low, clutter draw distance, short, particle quality, I have that on high. Honestly, because if you put that thing on low, when you throw grenades and like, you know, thermites, that stuff look like crap. I found out in the campaign, I was like, oh nah, shorty, but I keep mine on high. All right, particle quality level, high as well. Bullet impacts and sprays, I have that on. Shader quality, anything dealing with shaders or shading, I always have that either off or low. Shading, like shaders and shading really like affects the performance of your game for sure, but I have mine on low. Tessellation, have that off. Terrain memory, I have it on minimum. I'm pretty sure it's default. I don't think I've ever touched that. I don't touch that. On demand texture streaming, I think by default is on, but basically I had this off, and I'm gonna tell you why I had this off. Listen to me good. My internet is trash, my boy. I'm not playing. I play on a hotspot, stream, play, upload from a mobile hotspot. Let me tell y'all something, my internet is trash. But if you got some crazy internet, bro, you know what I'm saying? You got the fastest fiber, I'm talking on the planet. By all means, you can turn it on, cool. Basically what it's doing is just downloading textures as you're playing the game. Like it's downloading as you're playing the game. And I don't, with my internet, I don't need nothing downloading, my boy. So I turn it off every time. So like I said, if you got good internet, by all means, you can definitely try it out. But I don't want anything downloaded while I'm playing the game. I want my gameplay to be smooth. You know, I want to have a good time, so I have mine off. Streaming quality, we got that on normal. Volumetric quality, we have it on low. Deferred physics quality off. Water caustic, I have it on. I'm not really sure what it looks like off, to be honest. Keep it real with you, I generally don't. But if I need to actually test if that gives you more frames or not, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have that much effect on like your game or anything like that, or your frames. Shadow map resolution, I have that on very low. Like I said, anything with shadows or shading, shader, whatever, I have it off or either very low. Screen space shadows, have that off. Spot shadow quality, I have it on low. Spot cache, I have it on low. Particle lighting, normal. Ambient occlusion, off. Screen page reflection, we have that on off. Static reflection quality, low. Weather grid volumes, normal. NVIDIA reflex low latency, I have that on. I know there's some people out there that use on plus boo, but I just rock with it on. On plus boost definitely is not terrible at all. I think it gives you like a less latency, I'm pretty sure. Depth of field, I had that off. Anything that blurs my screen, I turn it off. Weapon motion blur, world motion blur, film grain, I have it on 0. If you guys want your shot to be more accurate and, you know, and look a lot more clearer and cleaner and sharper, turn off the blurs, man. Depth of field, world motion blur, weapon motion blur, turn it off. Film grain, 0, all that. All right. Now, here's one thing. Field of view, FOV, actually gives you, the higher you have it, the more frames you'll get, because you got more of a visual around you. You know what I mean? It actually gives you more frames. So 100%, I'm rocking my FOV at 120. I used to have it on like maybe 110, 115. I used to always sit in that area. But if 120 is too much for you, by all means, turn it down. You know, it wouldn't hurt. Just turn it down, whatever comfortable for you. But definitely have it over 110, 115, 120. ADS field of view, have them affected. Weapon field of view, default. Or no, actually narrow. I think it's narrow. No, wide. It's wide. I like wide, makes your weapon look smaller, and then like I said, makes your game run smoother, more frames, more wins, better gunfights, all that good stuff, baby. Third person field of view, 90. Vehicle field of view, I have that on default. For the camera, I have everything on least. On least 50%. Basically, it just cuts out all the camera movement. You don't need all the camera movement while you're shooting. While you're shooting all the camera movement, you're gonna be missing some shots, my boy. No cap. But third person ADS transition, I have that on default, and default spectator camera. That's really up to you. Have it on helmet camera, or you put it on game perspective. That's really up to you. But those are my graphic settings to help you guys, improve your gameplay, improve your FPS, give you guys more frames, help your game perform better on your PC. Hope you guys did enjoy it. I went through a bunch of tips for you guys. We did the desktop settings, came over here, gave you guys some graphic settings. One thing I do want to say, whenever you go to the NVIDIA control panel or NVIDIA whatever, make sure you guys keep your drivers updated. That's another huge thing. Make sure you guys keep your game drivers updated. Now, if you guys don't know how to update your game drivers, I'm gonna show you how. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the arrow down here, and where you see the NVIDIA sign at, the logo, you're gonna right click it and you go to NVIDIA GeForce Experience. All right, it's gonna bring up this other app. And what you're gonna do is at the top left, it says drivers. You're gonna click drivers, and then all your drivers should be right here. Also, if you want to update your studio drivers, make sure you guys click these 3 dots at the top where it says check for updates. 3 dots, you want to update your studio drivers, download that, all that good stuff. Game ready drivers, where all the drivers for your games, Call of Duty, Rainbow, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I actually need to update mine right now. So, but that is that's the guide, man, to give you guys more frames and all that good stuff for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Hope you guys do enjoy the game. I'm about to go crazy on the game. Content finna be marvelous, baby. Nonetheless, hope you guys do enjoy it. Please drop a like, comment, subscribe if you are brand new to the channel. Turn on post notice, you never miss a video. Stay blessed, stay great, for the great. I'll see y'all boys next time, man.